if they make it a real fight with the real rules, then yeah, it's an okay night for boxing.
Who would you back? Who do you think would win it? If it's a real fight, because that's what Pacquiao wants, it seems.
Yeah, I think Mayweather will. I think Mayweather will take it. Yeah.
Bob Arum, his longtime, guy, even said, "I don't want to see him get hurt." Rooting for him, but I don't want to see him get hurt.
You know what, man? It's all up here and it's here. It's what you got. It's what you use. Again, there is no way to ask for this, but stay healthy.
Gonna land a fist on Mayweather.
Right.
It's not after his last performance.
The boxing world is buzzing following the official announcement of a rematch between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. Years after their historic first encounter, boxing legends are now offering their predictions on how this highly anticipated second showdown could unfold.
The thing about Mayweather you have to understand is he's always taken care of himself. Like, his body, physically, mentally, he's always been very sharp and always staying in the gym and doing something physically, right? Mm-hmm. That's the big advantage he has. I mean, he's an athlete. He's a world-class athlete. Watching Pacquiao's last fight, yeah, you kind of feel bad. You kind of feel bad for him, and even though he did win and he did, I guess, pull off a surprise in his last fight with a draw against the world champion, but still, you tend to kind of like feel bad because it's not the same Pacquiao. It's definitely not the same Pacquiao I faced. That's for sure. The one that put me on my stool in the 9th round. But I still think that Mayweather will pull this one off. I mean, if it doesn't.
Oscar de la Hoya jokingly said he would like to serve as the referee for the rematch between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao, suggesting that the fight is more about entertainment and spectacle than pure competition.
Mayweather and Pacquiao are in talks to have a rematch. I mean,
Wow.
I'm baffled. Serious talks with Netflix right now. What's your reaction to two of your former opponents getting back in there in their mid-40s?
Well, maybe I can be the referee. Right? Let me get some action. Yeah, look. The first fight was many years ago, right?
Yeah.
And it was an okay fight. Now they're gonna do it again. Apparently, it's all entertainment. That's the way I see it. It's all entertainment. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be an exhibition or a real fight with real rules, small boxing gloves.
Teofimo Lopez Jr. reacted to the news of Floyd Mayweather Jr. returning to face Manny Pacquiao once again, saying the fight will attract massive attention. Lopez also confidently predicted that Mayweather would come out on top in the rematch.
Lopez, Mayweather just announced his return to the ring. What do you think? Break it down. For Manny Pacquiao, 9-figure payday.
9-figure payday. It can happen again, of course.
You know him. You've been in the gym.
Yeah. I've been with Floyd. I've talked to him and everything. But then again, it's Canelo Triple G weekend. Floyd can always talk about it, and people will talk about Floyd again.
Him and Manny Pacquiao are both in Japan right now.
Yeah.
They ran into each other, and maybe this is it. Maybe
hey, everything happens for a reason. I mean, Floyd knows what he's doing. He makes the 9 figures for a reason, man. He ain't. He's not dumb, man. He's a businessman.
If they do fight again, what happens?
Floyd wins. Floyd wins easily.
Let me ask your dad, Junior, did you hear about this? Mayweather just announced his return to the ring. He says he's coming back this year to fight Manny Pacquiao. Him and Manny are in Japan together right now.
Yeah, but who the hell wants to see that fight?
People.
I wouldn't want to
Listen,
see
no matter
that
what,
fight.
if that fight was to happen again, Floyd will make his 9 figures regardless.
Roy Jones Jr. backed Manny Pacquiao to win in a rematch against Floyd Mayweather Jr. Jones suggested that Pacquiao's strong will to fight and his discipline make him extremely difficult to defeat.
How do you feel about Manny Pacquiao?
No, I love Manny, and I'm glad Manny going in too. I'm not saying that Manny is not capable. Manny is one of the dudes that I think definitely deserves to be in. Manny always has been and always will be one of my favorites because of the way he fights. I mean, a guy to come back after being knocked out in 2 of his first 3 fights, then come back and do all the things that Manny did, that story is also just as awesome as Manny Pacquiao's story. You feel me? I mean, come on. Most guys can't bounce back from a knockout period. He got knocked out early in his career twice and came back and did all.
George Kambosos Jr., the former world champion, expressed strong admiration for Manny Pacquiao, saying he believes the Filipino legend still has what it takes to win the confirmed rematch against Floyd Mayweather Jr.
It's surprising. Obviously, I know Manny very well. You know, he's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything and, you know, try his best. That's what Manny. One thing I always learned with Manny is give 110% and try your best no matter what. So yeah, he's going to give it his all. Again, you can't beat Father Time though. Father Time is hard, and it was very hard watching him fight Lucas, and you could see it. And then watching the exhibition he had with the Korean guy or the Japanese guy in I think last year, it was hard to watch. I know Manny, I know the man that I was sparring. I love that guy. So, but again, he's a legend, and if he turns it on, he can still.
However, Terrence Crawford said it is sad to see legendary fighters like Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao returning to the ring at such a late stage in their careers.
It's heartbreaking to see an icon go out like that.
Yeah.
You know, and...
But it's crazy also to see him fight at 57 years old. Like, that's nuts.
But still, like, he shouldn't have been in there at all. You know, I think it's other ways.
Yeah.
You know, it's other ways for.
But what did he get?
People.
He got at least 20, right?
Yeah, but still, I think.
I think he needed
all
that money.
Yeah, but with all his connections and things like that, I think people could have put him in the right position.
David Benavidez claimed that few fans would be interested in seeing Floyd Mayweather Jr. return from retirement unless it was for a rematch with Manny Pacquiao, emphasizing that their historic rivalry is what still draws major excitement from boxing fans around the world.
Think about there's reports saying that Floyd may do a professional fight. Oof.
What did you say?
There's word that potentially Floyd might come out and do a professional fight.
Oh yeah?
What's your thoughts on it as a fan?
I mean, as a fan, I feel like I see what they're doing. They see like the influencers just turned it into like, I'm not gonna say a whole circus show, but I feel like they see if these people can come in here and make all this money, then why can't the legends of boxing do that? I feel like they're all the legends of boxing looking at it like that. And I don't have a problem with them coming back and fighting, but I mean, it's not as exciting as it once was. You know what I mean? I mean, Floyd Mayweather's Floyd Mayweather, but who is he gonna fight? I mean, unless he fights Pacquiao again.
David Benavidez predicted that Floyd Mayweather Jr. would likely win if a rematch with Manny Pacquiao takes place. However, he also pointed out that both fighters are nearing their 50s, suggesting that age could impact their performance and make the bout more challenging and unpredictable.
A Pacquiao-Floyd rematch would go.
I don't know, but I would love to see it. Mm-hmm. I mean, if Floyd Mayweather is still who he is, I think Floyd Mayweather would win. I don't know, we have to see. You know, they're both older guys. I think Floyd is 50. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to disrespect any type of way, but he's a 50-year-old man. You know what I mean? Pacquiao's a 48-year-old man too. So I heard something that Mayweather was going to fight Mike Tyson. So if they could do that, wow.
In a recent interview, former world champion Ricky Hatton shared his honest view on the long-standing debate between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. Having faced both legends during their prime, Hatton admitted that while Pacquiao was more aggressive and explosive, Mayweather's defensive brilliance and ring intelligence made him the superior overall boxer.
Well, both, obviously. In your opinion, who's better? Who's tougher?
I think Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, I think Floyd Mayweather. I mean, and that sounds rich because he absolutely was probably one of the most brutal knockouts in boxing history, I'd say. You know what I mean? When I see him getting knocked out by Pacquiao on Instagram or YouTube or anything like that, he's in the top 10 of the most destructive knockouts of all time.
Yeah.
But I was a little bit past myself back in the day. You know, I'd had one or two. I wasn't a master of defence like Floyd Mayweather. I'd take 4 to get one in sometimes, you know. And,
I'm the same, Ricky.
Yeah. And in between fights, I'd be up in weight, down in weight, up and down in weight, you know, on the lash and, you know, and all that stuff. And that, so wasn't looking after my body like an athlete probably should have done. And And I think by the time I got in the ring for the Manny Pacquiao thing, I was a little more a shell of myself. But I think when I fought Floyd, I was a little bit.
Frank Martin also noted that while Floyd Mayweather Jr. recently discussed an exhibition with Mike Tyson, a bout with Manny Pacquiao would be different. He explained that Mayweather would be returning as a professional fighter to compete in a real contest. Martin expressed both curiosity and respect, saying, Floyd is Floyd.
Mayweather just announced that he's coming back to fight. At first it's going to be an exhibition with Mike Tyson, but he's actually saying he's coming back as a pro to actually take on fights. What do you think of that?
Hey, if he still got it, he got it, you know. Hey, Floyd is Floyd, you know. He may be working over there out the country somewhere, you know, we don't know nothing about, but Floyd is Floyd.
Manny Pacquiao's coach stated that Manny Pacquiao is ready to defeat Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the rematch. He emphasized that Pacquiao has always wanted a second fight, and now that it's finally happening, both he and his team are fully prepared to give Mayweather a serious challenge in the ring.
Manny Pacquiao on Netflix against Mayweather. What do you think? September, the rematch. You always told me you would love the rematch. It's a one fight.
Listen, they tried for a rematch. You know, Manny obviously had a torn labrum. It was a big tear in his shoulder. So we always wanted a rematch within a couple of years. I think we tried 3 or 4 times, and then nope. So
and now it's happening.
Now it's happening.
Mayweather's 49, Manny's 47. What is Manny going to do?
Okay, so these are both fighters. Whatever they've lost a little tiny bit in speed, they picked up in experience and they picked up, in skill. So, it's still a great fight. Best fight out there.
The whole world will tune in.
Best fight out there.
It's free, no pay-per-view.
Best fight out there. Who else you got? Nobody. Nobody.
Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather Sr. boldly claimed that his son, Floyd Mayweather Jr., could defeat Manny Pacquiao in a rematch immediately and, after just a 3-round break, also take down Conor McGregor.
Manny, the rematch.
Oh, man.
Don't be biased.
Don't be biased.
Yeah, don't be biased.
I got to be biased. I got to be biased.
Okay, who you picking?
Who am I picking?
Yeah.
Man, look.
Manny said he wanted you to train him.
Who?
Manny. He wanted you to train him for this fight.
I whoop his ass.
You gonna whip him?
I'm gonna whip before Floyd whip him.
Could Floyd beat Manny and Conor at the same time?
I really believe so. I really believe this. I'm telling you the honest truth. I'm telling you this right here. Floyd can Pacquiao and then turn right back around. Give him about 3-round rest. Then he'll come back and get Conor. And I'm telling you, both.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao have long been regarded as 2 of the greatest boxers of their era. Their highly anticipated fight in May 2015, famously called the Fight of the Century, became one of the highest grossing boxing matches.
His left hand was fast, his right hand was fast, and he was throwing them both fast and strong. But when it's all said and done, he was a beat fighter. From round 1, he knew it. I can't beat Floyd Mayweather. 6 days before the fight, he boxed 4 rounds. And if you go look, when he came out to Las Vegas, he was throwing combinations. Everything seemed just fine. Waving to the crowd, both hands. Manny Pacquiao, you're not on my level. Manny Pacquiao, you will never be on my level, period. Simple and plain. If you lost, accept the loss and say, you know what, Mayweather, you know what? You was the better fighter. You was the better fighter. It's okay to be number 2. It's okay to be right behind me.
For years, Manny Pacquiao pushed for a rematch, insisting he wasn't at 100% during their first encounter and vowing to prove that he could defeat the previously undefeated champion, Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Next year, I hope to see you here in Japan again with a big fight against
Floyd Mayweather.
Manny Pacquiao has openly admitted that he wasn't at full strength going into his 2015 fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr. The Filipino legend revealed that he suffered a significant right shoulder injury during training camp, which limited his ability to throw combinations and fully execute his aggressive style. According to Pacquiao, the injury restricted his movement and punching volume, ultimately impacting his performance on boxing's biggest stage.
You mentioned not being 100% the first time around. I think it was a shoulder, right? Was it a shoulder issue that you were fighting through? Popped up during training. To the fans who are excited about this, but a little bit worried about another injury coming up, because we're all 11 years older than we were back in 2015. To them and their concerns, you say what?
Well, both of us are disciplined fighters, so him and me, we taking care of our body, and we always work out almost every day and playing basketball like that. So right now, I still can fight. I feel like I'm still young. I mean,
although both Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao are well past their prime, Pacquiao has remained significantly more active in recent years. His most notable fight was against Mario Barrios, a closely contested bout that ended in a controversial draw, with many observers believing Pacquiao had done enough to secure the win. In that fight, he displayed flashes of the speed, timing, and offensive combinations that defined his peak years. While age has naturally affected his stamina, punch output, and durability, the bout suggested that Pacquiao can still compete effectively at a high professional level, particularly against quality opponents. By contrast, Mayweather has mostly limited himself to exhibition matches rather than sanctioned competitive fights, reducing his real ring activity.
Names in the history of the sport. They're both old. We get that, but they're both doing this in a pro fight. This will not be an exhibition. It'll be a pro fight. So it is going to go on someone's record. Could Manny actually take Floyd's O away? And here I am getting drug into this thing. And you know what? I'm not even mad about it, because I understand what it is. It's not going to be the highest level of fight between these two. And I don't think it sullies their name any worse than what Floyd was doing with John Gotti III. No offense to top 3 black person of all time, but Deji, some other fights that no one really watched or cared about. Floyd did that to himself, but he still has the drawing power across from his greatest rival in Manny Pacquiao to make this an interesting fight. And again, it's a pro fight, so if Floyd goes in there and gets touched up or doesn't have it anymore and the reflexes aren't what they were, and we've seen Manny still has a little bit of it. He looked a little old in the Barrios fight, looked a little susceptible to being hit, but still has it on the offensive side, still has heavy hands, hurt Barrios.
Teddy Atlas carefully evaluated the physical condition of both Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. Regarding age, he sees no significant advantage, scoring them equally as seasoned veterans nearing the end of their careers. When considering miles on the odometer, Atlas favors Mayweather, noting that his defensive and cautious style has historically caused less wear and tear, helping preserve his body despite many years in the ring. However, in terms of reflexes and timing, Pacquiao holds the edge. He has remained actively fighting recently, keeping his timing sharp and reactions quick, whereas Mayweather's long inactivity, despite his pristine record, could blunt his reflexes early in the fight, giving Pacquiao a potential tactical advantage.
Even. They each get a check. They're both old, right? So that's number one. The number 2 was who's got less miles on the odometer. And because of the defensive style of Mayweather, I gave a check to Mayweather having the edge here. I mean, besides the Marquez fights, Pacquiao's been in some tough fights, right? Reflexes and timing and other boxing elements. Well, I gave the check to Pacquiao. You know, at least he's had some fights, or at least one real fight, you know, with Barrios recently. And yeah, Mayweather's fresher, but inactivity could affect his timing, especially early in the fight. So next one, power. Well, the guy who's always been the naturally better puncher. Not the naturally bigger guy, though, so that equals it out.
Many analysts argue that the primary motivation behind the highly anticipated rematch between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao is financial gain rather than pure sporting ambition. While both fighters are legends with a historic first encounter, experts suggest that nostalgia and legacy alone don't justify such a high-profile return to the ring. The bout is expected to generate massive revenue through pay-per-view sales, ticket demand, and global media coverage, making the financial incentive hard to ignore. Some analysts also note that at their age, the physical stakes are lower, shifting the focus toward entertainment and spectacle. The promotion emphasizes showmanship, star power, and fan engagement, indicating that the event is designed as much for profit as for competition.
A rematch between Mayweather and Pacquiao, even at this stage, would classify as a big event for Netflix, and I think there's a real possibility this is going to happen. Mayweather is now 46, I believe, and Pacquiao is around the same age. But look, this was the biggest fight in boxing history when it happened, and I think all these years...
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has long been in the spotlight, not only for his undefeated record, but also for his extravagant lifestyle. Experts suggest that while the rematch with Manny Pacquiao offers huge entertainment value, it also represents a major payday. Whether motivated by nostalgia, competition, or financial considerations, this comeback highlights how even boxing's biggest stars face real-world pressures that can shape their decisions.
What's wrong with that? And why are we attempting to tease Floyd? Is Floyd? Yes, he's broke. Of course he's broke. He's a boxer. Did they say can't read? That's not to tease him. They say that he can't read. His best friend at the time said that he can't read, and he never denied it. I don't tease him for it. He was a guy. He grew up in a boxing channel, right? And it's one of these things. You know what you know. You know what you were taught. I didn't teach him about contracts. I didn't teach him about saving. I didn't teach him about investments. Who would have taught him these things? Of course he's broke. He's a gambling addict. He got baby mamas all over the... What do you mean is he broke? Of course he's broke. What boxer do you know that isn't broke?
However, Manny Pacquiao insists that his return to the ring isn't driven by money. Speaking sincerely, he explains that boxing remains a deep passion and continues to hold a special place in his life, even after years in politics. Pacquiao says that the love and support from fans, along with the thrill of the ring, keep drawing him back. He emphasizes that this comeback is about personal fulfillment and closure rather than financial gain. For him, stepping into the ring again is a way to honor his legacy, challenge himself one last time, and reconnect with a sport that defined his career.
Mine, and I realized thinking that the boxing still love me, and I love boxing, so why not? I'm not continuing my journey in boxing.
What are your thoughts on the timing of this rematch? And who do you consider the true pound-for-pound king?